Hey guys, welcome to round 4. These are my predictions for the round. We've got some big losses. Let's get into it. The first match sees the Roosters at Sydney Cricket Ground, so the SCG, playing the Brisbane Broncos. Roosters coming off a 32-18 win over Parramatta, and the Broncos coming up a 1-point loss to the Dragons last Thursday. This one might surprise you. I've actually tipped the Broncos by 6. I think that the Broncos are going to really strike back in this match and have a good game. I think it's going to be a really close match-up between people. Cooper Cronk is back in the side, which brings a massive change for the Roosters. Jake Friend is out, however. But I think 87% of people, 82% think the Roosters are going to win. Everyone in my tipping comp pretty much has picked the Roosters. I'm going to go the Broncos by 6 points for this first game of the round. Off the back of a very bad performance last week against Manly in Christchurch, the Warriors will play the Titans in Mount Smart. The Warriors just don't seem to be that good at home, inconsistent. However, I've tipped them for this match. I've tipped them for a high margin, but this game, if the Titans turn up like they did against Souths, could go in the other direction. I've tipped the Warriors by 14 points and 87% of people are expecting the win. I think it's a bit unfair dropping Adam Curran. I mean, he didn't step up as good against, I can't remember who they played in round 2, but round 2 and 3, really good player in the first round. You've got to give young guns like that a chance. And Ash Taylor coming into the Titans will make a difference to their kicking game, but I'm going to go with the Warriors by 14. This game here is one I'm really looking forward to. It's Ivan Cleary versus his old club. Players of the West Tigers have now said they wanted to kill him, which is a pretty brutal thing, but it's quite divided here. 51% of players are expecting Panthers to win, 49% for the West Tigers. See, I wouldn't be surprised if the West Tigers do get over the line after their loss to the Bulldogs. However, I've tipped the Panthers by 12 points. I think Penrith will really turn up this match. Viliami Kikau is now back in the side. Josh Reynolds is back for the Tigers. I think Kikau and they're bringing those offloads to the side will get them some points. It's up to you, punters. Gamble responsibly, obviously, but I have picked Frank Winterstein to score a try for this match. I'm going to start picking try scorers more often, which is an odd one, but the Panthers have 1-12 margin of 12 points. The next game, moving on to Super Saturday at Brookvale Oval, we have the Sea Eagles coming off a massive win against the Warriors, up against the Rabbitohs. A big boost of confidence. I've tipped the Rabbitohs by 12 points. You might be surprised I haven't tipped them higher. I think Manly will fight for this match. However, I do think the Rabbitohs will get the better of them, and that'll be 4 wins in a row for them. 86% of people are picking the Rabbitohs for this match, so I've picked the Rabbitohs by 12 here, but obviously with Trbojevic coming back into this side, Manly's got a lot of confidence, and we'll see how they play. The next game is the Cowboys up against the Raiders up in Townsville. I find this game quite hard to pick, honestly. I've gone Raiders by 6. This game, the Raiders are playing really well, but whether they can keep that consistent, it won't surprise me if there's an upset here with the Cowboys winning. 58% of people at the moment are expecting the Raiders to win. I don't know, I think we're expecting a high scoring match, but I think the Raiders will win this match by 6. Let's say something like 22-28. We'll have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to this one. The next game is Parramatta at home at ANZ. Another game I won't be to, unfortunately, up against Cronulla Sharks. 55% of people are expecting the Sharks to win. Parramatta, I've just found out, have suffered a massive blow, which could be a season loss, which is devastating. After 3 games, Dylan Brown has a major back injury that will be looked into by the NRL and decided whether it's career ending or not. This is horrifying. I'm scared. Jamin Salmon comes back into a starting role. I think Parramatta can get the better of the Sharks, and not as an Eels fan. If I tip against them, I will. I personally think that Parramatta have improved on their side, and I think they can get the Sharks by 8 points. I think this game will be like 20-12, something like that. Quite a low scoring one. I've picked Mitchell Moses as my try scorer to watch for this one, and I think Mike Osivo will also get over the line. I just want to say, with the loss to the Roosters and the loss of Dylan Brown, I would hate to see it, but my other prediction is that the possible massive first defeat of the Eels, the Sharks winning 30-6. I really hope this isn't the case, but something is telling me that the Sharks are going to flog us here, but I'm going to go with my heart, and the Eels win this game by 8 points at ANZ. On to Sunday at 4 o'clock. I want these 2 o'clock games back, to be honest, in my opinion. The Storm at home up against the Bulldogs. This game, for me, I'm really excited to watch. I don't know why. I think this will be the game of the round. We'll have to wait and see. 96% of players are picking the Storm, 4% Bulldogs. However, 92% of people pick the West Tigers against the Dogs. Melbourne are a really good side, obviously. But if you look at these statistics, the Bulldogs have won 6 against Melbourne out of the 10, and 3 home, 3 away, whereas Melbourne have only won 1 at home against the Dogs. I've gone with a safe tip here, and I've gone with the Storm by 10. However, my gut is telling me that the Bulldogs will lead this match at half time, but the Storm, classy, will come back in the second half to get the Dogs and bite them back. It's up to you whether you want to get on board this bet, but Bulldogs to lead at half time, Storm to win the match, and up to you, 1-12 by 10. 13 plus is the favourite though. I'm looking forward to this matchup. The last game on Sunday at 6 o'clock at McDonald Jones Stadium. The Knights at home up against St George Illawarra Dragons. Old Boys Day, they call it. Classic match. This game may surprise you. I've gone Dragons by 2. I was going to go Dragons by 1. I think this game will be the closest of the round. It will be like watching Eels and Roosters without that runaway ending. Such a tight, close matchup. This game and the Canberra Raiders up against the Cowboys, I think, will be such a close. So 53% of people are expecting the Knights to win. The good thing about this game is that Ponga moves back from 5'8" to fullback. I'm really excited to see that. And Matt Duffy, who I've been talking about, I think he'll get a try. He moves back to fullback as Gareth Widdop is injured, which is a big loss for the Dragons. Nathan Ross has unfortunately retired due to health reasons. A good player, a really good player, a good bloke. He's been playing for 3 years now. We'll see how the Knights go without him. The Knights are definitely due for a win. However, I do think the Dragons will win this match by 2 points. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it's a massive round of football. I'll see you guys in my round 4 recap. Thank you so much for interacting with these videos. Please leave your tips down in the comments and feel free to leave your margin like I do. It's a big gut risk to take. I want to give a shout out to 2 channels that I think deserve some subscribers, so go and subscribe to them. The first one is Nick from Australia, a really cool NRL channel like mine, who deserves more. And then you've also got Cowboys Fan TV, who are really good, and they're able to guess some of their matches right, like I have been. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. It's going to be a big round. I'll see you then.